Hey everybody, welcome to Nerfcast. It's Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Sorry it's been so long since we've been on here. Yeah, stuff's been going on. A lot of stuff's come out since our last podcast, like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
That is legitimately why we've delayed this, so we could have everything come out.
Yes, that is the reason.
God, I need to shit.
For real. So yeah. I mean, we got a solid game in with some of the new blasters. We've tested a few of them.
Yep.
It's been good. It's been actually they're all pretty solid offerings from Nerf. At least the ones that we've messed with.
Yeah. Why don't we start with the one we didn't mess with, and then we'll work our way through to the one that was super awesome.
The double dealer.
The double dealer was not super awesome, but yeah, we can start with that one for sure.
It's the one we didn't touch.
Yeah.
That's what you said right now.
No, I said we'll work our way through to the one that's super awesome, and then you were like the double dealer right after that.
Oh, I thought you were like,
I was like, no, absolutely not, Josh. That is not the one that is super awesome.
Let's start off with the ones we didn't touch, and I was like, oh, the double dealer, which we definitely have not gotten our hands on yet.
It may not need to, based on the feedback.
Yeah, it's lackluster at best. It doesn't really, I don't know. It's the one of these that is just not doing it for anybody.
I do want to run. I kind of want to run around with it saying, it gave me wings.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too bulky. It doesn't, nothing is quite right about it. I don't know. Like the Rhino Fire, you do have the two side mags loading, but it's so big already. You're not expecting to run around with it, and it's full auto.
Yeah, that's a pulsating I want to Gatling, but pulsing barrel shenanigans. It's different when it's that.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's so big that you expect a big blaster anyway, so it's not a problem.
I'm not gonna lie though, I do want to get one and get 225s. Do the fix where you can flip the 25 around and then just put eyeballs on it. The little eyeball, the googly eyes.
Googly eyes.
I just totally want to do that.
Get some giant googly eyes. They sell them at Mike.
Yeah, we'll just call it the googly eye blaster.
The Google. Yeah. I mean, it looked ridiculous when we first saw it too. So yeah. It's not like we were expecting much out of it.
Not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a dual plunger system. It's a single plunger system. So F their couch.
Yes, that is.
And that's it for the double dealer.
That's all we have to talk about for the double dealer.
Wrap. It's a wrap. We didn't even touch the thing, and it's a wrap. This is the new, more efficient Bay Area Nerf, where we actually pay attention to what other people say. And
other people review it, and we just talk about it. Done.
That's it. We got our hands on we got a I bought a Hyperfire.
Yes.
Did not play it, but did Arjang play it?
He might have. I think he played it
I think the executive visual producer, Jangle McJangleson, played it in a game. It's I mean, we did not lipo it. I'm waiting for the 5 people to drop that are lipo Nazis. Okay, now they're gone. So I got some WD batteries. I actually found some really cool WD batteries that fit 3 AA's in them per battery, which is pretty sick. So we put 3 IMRs in it and a bunch of dummies, and we ran it that way. And I thought it was all right.
Yeah, no, I mean, running it stock is already its claims of being, the fastest. It's definitely faster than the Rapid Strike. It's probably the fastest like mag fed blaster that we have stock.
Right.
Stuff like the what's the thing that Jangular used that have like the clips. I don't remember the mag strike, because they call them mags even though they're clips because Nerf. Yeah. The mag strike is probably still a little bit faster once you pump it up and just like brrr. But no magazines. So
yeah,
I like it. I enjoyed it.
You have little hands, so it's not as uncomfortable for you as
yes, I was going to mention that. The ergonomics are not great for some of the adult players.
Yeah, the ergo sucks, but it could totally be your, like, if you wanted to run an automatic blaster, we could totally out you with that thing. It's like Josh size. Perfect.
Yeah, and I mean, there's there's some space. You could definitely chop some stuff off of there.
Yeah, I want to make a pistol out of mine now that we've played with it. It's definitely I if the ergo was better, I would probably consider actually using it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know everyone thinks it's fugly. I actually do not think it's fugly. I think it's kind of neat. It's like, I don't know. It feels like the next step. It feels like, even though it's not because the mag's not in the right place, it's like Raven inspired, I guess.
Yeah, like it's not a bullpup design, but it's I don't mind it that much. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I enjoyed messing around with it.
Yep.
Once you threw those IMRs in, that thing was screaming pretty decent.
Yes. It was decent, and it's quiet too for a flywheel blaster. The flywheels are definitely, and it shoots really straight.
Yeah. I haven't looked at any teardowns, so I don't know if they're canted flywheels or whatnot, but it was pretty on target.
I'm gonna start, instead of saying canted because it's everybody's thing because they are canted, I'm gonna start calling them cantilever flywheels. I know that makes absolutely no sense, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
You do you.
Just to piss everybody off for the rest of 2016. So with the cantilever flywheels. Then I can make the trebuchet strife and I'm good.
Yes.
So yeah, I think it is canted flywheels. So
yeah,
I think that's gonna probably be a staple going forward.
I think so.
It'll probably be a staple.
Yeah.
And then we got to I also picked up a tri-strike off of Amazon.
Yeah.
And when Matt got to actually play me, I got to play that in a game. I would say, so it is. I mean, basically, it's a different version of priming of the Retaliator / Rampage platform. I mean, the internals are definitely different.
Right.
It's definitely different. That's Slamfire enabled. The new Slamfire setup is interesting. They definitely have some modder hate.
Right.
Going in there, a lot of some heavy duty springs, retention or not retention. I don't know what it would be called, but there's a couple small springs in there that like to pop out.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But I, of course, immediately did not fire it stock because what is the hell the point of that? I grabbed a Orange Mod Works Retaliator, upgrade spring, threw that thing in there, and it worked. It fits perfectly fine, and it shoots just as hard as the other ones do, if not slightly harder. It's got a nice, satisfying pop sound.
It does.
Fires, which was awesome.
It does make the little pop.
That breach is pretty solid. It worked. It performs. So it performs on par with an upgraded Retaliator or Rampage as far as distance and range.
Sure.
What I would say is interesting is the Prime, despite having the spring in it, the Prime is super smooth.
Yeah, I was going to actually mention that the Prime, because you had me test it out with you, and it was like, I couldn't believe there was an upgraded spring and that it was using the bar. Like they've beefed up the internals because it's really smooth with only pulling one side or the other. Usually you get that kind of like you start to pull on one side and it goes like click.
Yep.
And then comes back. That thing is just solid. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was actually a lot of fun.
I disabled Slamfire on the next build I do. I'm going to get another one. On the next build I do, I'll keep Slamfire. But even without Slamfire, we were able to cycle through pretty fast.
Yeah, no, it was solid. And I'm not a huge fan of the priming system normally, but it didn't bug me as much in this. I don't know if it's because they were a little bit smaller, like the little knobs, but I don't know. Or I think it was honestly just because I didn't get that like tilted like bar going through it. So it felt so smooth that I was just like, oh, this is nice.
And I'll have to do a side by side with if I can dig up one of my beat up long shots.
Right.
They definitely have reinforced the bolt sled on it. The bolt sled is pretty beefy.
Right. Yeah.
The bolt sled's beefy.
Yeah.
So, which is awesome.
Nice. It was nice.
It was. It's so nice. It was so effective. It ran so well. Any jams I had were my own fault.
Sure.
It's the typical jams you're going to get. Like you prime it, you forget you prime it. Because I obviously disabled So I would say this. I disabled the priming lock.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't allow you to prime it when there's a dart in the chamber. I may not do that again because I kept trying to reprime it.
Oh.
I forgot I primed it and had a dart already chambered, and I'm like, why isn't this working? This is stupid. And I'm like, oh wait a minute, I'm screwing this up. That's a total user error. Has nothing to do with the blaster.
Yes. How about the rest of the accessories? Because I didn't even check those out. By the time I saw it, you had already dismantled that thing.
Yeah, so the Mega Hamp.
Yes.
if you have different, the problem is everything I now think about has a burn tilt on it.
Right, of course.
So since we don't do different rules,
Sure,
it's a mega ham. It's cool,
right,
but it serves no practical purpose for any of the wars I show up to.
right.
Because there's no other rules. So when I go to Nobicon, I will this year. I promise I'm going. I will bring. I will bring. I have to take Leslie wine tasting, so I'm going to try and bundle it all at once.
Nice.
So I'll be at Nobicon. So I would probably bring it there since they have Shield rules and Mega works on Shield. I would totally use it for that.
Right.
It's a nice little hamp. The other thing I want to try is if I disable the ARs and
rebarrel it,
change it to take a normal dart. I wonder if I can just shotgun blast it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I mean, if you're going, what is it? It's 6, right, or is it 4? No, it's 6. It's 4.
It's 4.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
Nope.
Yeah, they'll probably go all right, or you could just go. I was mostly thinking of like what the range is going to be, but if you're shotgunning it, it's really not going to matter too much.
I didn't know either. I wasn't 100% sure. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It is just 4, which is great for a for Mega.
Good news, though. You can totally hear the air come out pretty.
Yeah.
Good. The air seal's pretty good.
Yeah, and when you're running with that, does it lock in the back position the way the what was that thing?
No, it's.
Oh, word.
It's just like the other. It's just like the Demolisher.
Yeah, but so the Demolisher, if you're running and you don't have a rocket in there, that part, the hamp just falls straight down. But the other one that they made, the what the heck was it called? The one that just shoots Demolisher rockets. You know the one I'm talking about, like the little bazooka-y thing.
Okay, yeah.
That one has like, it doesn't lock, but there's a piece of it that's molded that has like a little nub that just kind of gets stuck in the back position. So you have to like really slam it. That's
some people were able to put in a spring in the Demolisher ones to make them return automatically. So I wonder if we could do that with this. Like some people put like a little the little torsion spring. Not torsion spring.
I know what you're talking about.
What are they called? They're not catch springs. They're the other spring that you stretch out. I don't know what the hell they're called though.
The return spring?
Yeah, those.
Sure.
Someone put a return spring on.
Okay.
I mean,
there's an actual name for them. I know what you're talking about, but yeah. Anyway.
Missile launcher that you put on top, the missile launcher slot.
How does it? So it actually functions like a hamp in the back?
It's a hamp that's sent through a tube. And it's funny, the orange inside the tube is actually just a piece of orange, like solid tubing. Like you can just pull it out. It's just there for decoration.
Gotcha.
Like I pulled that out. Whatever. You can tell I'm not overly enthused.
Right. I mean, like it could, as a platform, as a blaster platform. Yeah, that's right. We're using blaster platforms now. Go with it. It's nice because you get a lot of stuff. So if you do have different rules, it's cool. It just depends on how you play. Because it is nice to be able to be like, I can shoot all of these different things in one platform instead of having to switch to 2 or 3 different platforms.
What might be interesting is if it has the space somehow, or you can add space to integrate a Titan tank into that setup.
That would be sweet.
Because the thing already pumps. So I'm wondering if you can find a way to run a Titan tank through it somehow. I have 1 Titan left that I might just have to dismantle and
see what you can do.
Yeah, I mean, if I can do that, then I'll get my shotgun I want.
Sure. Yeah, certainly.
So I think that would be I think it might be good. People might be able to do some really cool Titan integrations or Panther if you have a Panther tank laying around. Right.
Yeah, no, that could be really cool.
So, maybe I'll do my Air Max. Maybe I'll take an Air Max 10 tank.
Yeah, that's the thing I was thinking with both of them. If you could, instead of using a hamp, if you could pump them up, I think that would be really cool.
The stock would work for that. The way the system's set up, I mean, it is a hamp.
Sure.
You could totally see it being used because it's already got the action there. You could totally see it being used as a pump.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could do the same thing with the little under barrel, just turn it into a pump. That one doesn't the hamp doesn't bug me as much, except for the fact, like I said, that it doesn't lock into place. That's super lame. But whatever. Whatever.
But the attachment's cool. It looks cool on blasters. I am hoping, since I got it from Amazon with frustration-free packaging, I am hoping that Amazon will at some point this summer sell everything separately.
Ooh, yeah.
Like they did last year with the modulars.
Yeah.
That would be sick. I could definitely see myself owning a couple of the base of the Tri-Strike.
Yes, I would definitely potentially pick one up. Yeah.
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 I mean, it just performed, and I know you don't like that priming style. It just performed. Like, it was so, I don't know, it was just surprising. It's so easy that I really want to take it back apart and try to add a normal retaliator spring looped into the upgraded spring.
Ooh.
And see if it still works.
Ooh,
see if the
right.
bolt sled can handle it, just to try to get it at 100.
Heck yeah, man. Sounds good.
The only other thing I got, and then that closed out the Tri-Strike. So I would, $50. If you have rules that support all the different ammo types, it's only worth $50.
Yes.
If you don't have those rules, wait to see if Amazon comes out with whatever.
Yeah.
Or wait for mods that you can do to the attachments to make them more useful.
Right.
Like if I could turn the front attachment into like a one pump shotgun, scatter gun, I would, even if it shot like 20 feet, I would totally, that'd be like, okay, it's worth it. I'm good.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. Like there's a lot of potential still for it.
There is. And the stock is cool. I mean, if you took the stock apart and then made it lock, it's actually a pretty decently sized stock.
Nice. Okay.
Like if you detach the missile launcher from it, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I actually was thinking you could cut out the hole for the rocket launcher and probably stick a mag light in it, like a small flashlight.
That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people would do all sorts of stuff with it.
You want to set up a camera in there. It's so wide. You could totally mount a camera inside that circle thing. And like,
nice.
You can actually mount the camera with a light.
Right.
Like you totally do a couple different setups. It's cool that we have attachments. We could build things off. You know, the other thing I thought about you could hollow it out and totally put a speaker in it.
Oh, yes. It'd be pretty awesome.
It'd be crazy. You actually might be able to, if you find the right speaker. I've seen someone that are like donuts.
Right. Yeah.
You could put speaker around it and it could still function. Like she could shoot one dart out of it, like use it to shoot one dart, but have a speaker around it. I don't know.
Huh.
Really weird stuff. But it's cool that we're getting attachments like that. Other cool thing I like about it, because of the way they did the platform, you don't need the typical Rampage / Retaliator power stock. So it doesn't have the extra extension. It's just a nub. It's like a strife.
Right.
The bar doesn't go all the way back. I know it's small, but you'd be surprised when you're talking about stocks and stuff like that. You have to account for it. Not all stocks do. So it's a little thing, but
yes, indeed.
And then the last blaster, you actually got your hands on. I haven't touched it yet, so I will let you take it.
Oh yeah, oh man. So talking about the Mastodon. The Mastodon is a joy to behold. It's just friggin' huge, man. It's just ginormous. Pictures do not do it justice. It's a ton of fun. It does exactly what you expect it to. It's friggin' awesome. I don't even like. We had a whole review on it where I'm just like gushing about how big and ridiculous it is. It comes with the sling, 24 shots. The range is standard. It's nothing special, and I haven't put any IMRs in it or anything like that. But dude, it's just fun because it's so ridiculously big. It's everything we wanted the Mega Line to be. It's basically when you first take this bad boy out of the package, and you're kind of like, yeah, this is giant and awesome. It's like that, except for it actually performs. So it's just like, oh man, it's a little slow. It's a little slow, but it's a stock blaster, so
Yeah, I mean it's a rotating drum. They're only going to be able to go so fast.
Right. I have no problems with it, but it is.
It should be slow.
Yeah, it is actually kind of nice that it's slow. It's just like, oh man. Yeah, they did a really good job with it.
Laid out. I wonder how it'll work with Busby's giant suction darts. Those would be more accurate than the Nerf.
Yeah. I want to test some out. Jangles was talking about trying some Busby stuff in it, getting his hands on it. So we'll see. But that thing, It's
Yeah,
just
I gotta buy one next week. I can't. It's one of those things like everyone loves it. I can't not own it now.
yeah. I mean, it's $79.99. So I told people, in the review, like if you're looking for a first blaster, this definitely isn't it because Mega Ammo's expensive. This is expensive,
Yep.
but once you're past that like first blaster hump and you just have decided you want to make a little bit of a commitment for Mega, or like I said, if you've been burned on Mega before and you have a bunch of extra darts already, oh man, it's so dope. It's so dope.
I'm glad it shows up there. I mean, it looks like a cool cosplay blaster too.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be an awesome cosplay blaster. People that are gonna be doing like the heavy from TF2 just.
Now, is the Mega? It's actually plates. Can you take those plates off? Does it look like the word Mega, or is it molded?
No, it looks like that's all one solid part of like the shell. I don't think that's actually separate. It is like molded so that it's not just painted on there, but yeah, I don't
right. Too bad.
Yeah, that would have been pretty sweet, but I can't complain. I really can't.
And I heard the handle is the handle like super small compared to the rest of the blaster?
The handle is oddly small compared to the rest of the blaster. I don't know, but really, like your two fingers, one is on the trigger, the other's on the rev trigger, so you really don't need a ton of room. Yeah.
The top thing the top handle, it's like on an axis, right?
Yeah. It's just full. You have full range of motion, and it's just you just hold it. I mean,
front back. Did you have front, back, and side?
I mean, it doesn't go this way. It's just
front.
Yeah. It's just like like almost like a hinge. Like it's only one way, right, back and forth. But it's the funny thing that I noticed in my video and actually forgot to mention was there's tack rails. There's two tack rails on the top because it's so long, and there's actually one underneath, like right under the rotating, or right in front of the rotating drum, but underneath the barrel. And there's no reason. I mean, I don't know what you would ever put on. You can't put a scope on it. It's going to get in the way. You're not going to hold it there. I guess a red dot sight maybe, but it would kind of get in the way. Maybe if you put it underneath or not the red dot. I'm sorry, like a laser sight would work.
I think they just put the
sight,
tack rails
but a laser pointer.
I think they just put the tack rails on so that no one will complain that there's no tack rails.
Yeah, and I can't even be mad at the tack rails. Like, I'd rather have them than not because it gives you the option to do something, even if you're not going to do anything with it. And it would look kind of funky without a tack rail, so it's just like nice aesthetically to have it on there. Like I said, you could maybe throw a laser or something, but like a red dot or a scope is not going to... You just want to be tactical, I guess, and be stupid. You could totally put stuff on to look funny.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fun. I can't wait to get one, and I just haven't had time to go to freaking Target. But I'll run it in a game. I do want to try shooting it with Nerf darts inside the Mega, since Arjang said it has no dart posts.
Yes.
The drum has.
Yeah, it does not.
So.
It'll likely just decrease the range of the Megas, but.
I wonder if it'll make it more accurate, though.
Possibly. I mean, Megas are fairly accurate.
I've always thought that they curve at the end. I mean, they're accurate compared to elites, but everything's accurate compared to elites.
That's true. That's true.
Like, I'm comparing them to like legitimate, actual, accurate darts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering if it'll decrease the range, but then if you up the voltage, it'll go back to like if you up the voltage, you get the same range you get now, which from everyone's review seems to be pretty good on the range.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
You get the same range, but you get better accuracy by putting a Nerf dart inside of it.
Maybe that's very possible. I don't know.
Plus, it'd just be cool to weigh a Mega down with a normal Nerf dart. I just think that is like the ultimate. Like, I don't know why that speaks to me in so many ways.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do that, you could probably test it with both a regular and an FVJ, so that you're putting more weight close to the tip.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's just, I don't know why, that just speaks to me.
Putting things inside of things. That's how it goes. It's the B.F.U way.
It's like the foam version of loading your ammo with BBs, but you're doing it with Nerf. You're doing it with Nerf made stuff, so that makes it okay.
Yeah, for some reason that's all right. I'm down. I definitely would like to check it out. It sounds like an interesting theory. Also,
it probably won't work, but
Yeah, well, I mean,
who knows?
We'll see. Put some IMRs in it.
Doing that if it works, it makes the longevity of the Mega Dart better because those things get crushed really easy because of their thin mold foam.
So thin. So thin.
I know, right? So it's just like all those things you're like, if it did work, it would actually solve a lot of problems all at once.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Other thing that I got to test out this week was and I know it's been the listeners are going to be like,
oh, really quick, shout out to Walcom.
Oh yeah,
for the Mastodon, dropping the Mastodon news. So if you want some awesome first look and internals and stuff, hit up Walcom S7's channel. Walcom's. If you don't know who Walcom is, like, figure it out, dude. Come on.
If you don't know who Walcom is and you're watching this podcast,
there's a problem.
But
yeah, thank you, but
then I'm shaking my head at you. Yeah, Walcom for sure. I thought the review was very creative. He did a very enthusiastic and creative review.
Yes, it was awesome.
And the performance art side of me really loved it.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Huge shout out.
It was fun. It was super fun. He looked like he had fun. My thing is, it looked like he had a ton of fun doing it.
Yeah. Fun comes through. Anyway, my bad. You were saying you got to check something else out this week.
I was gonna piss off the internet, but I'm just gonna skip it.
Oh. Okay.
So, this is old news, like really old news. So I'm gonna tell a little story since we have a little bit of time. So at one point, Byrne was a very early adopter of the Koosh dart.
Koosh.
We were early. We were super early adopter on the Koosh dart.
Yeah.
Testing it, accuracy testing, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was the go-to dart for the people that didn't want to use elites for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the FVJ hit. And initially, I was an early resistor of the FVJ due to safety concerns, and I still harbor some of those concerns as everything gets more powerful. There's more lipos on the field.
Sure.
More rhinos, more banshees. I feel like there's a safety concern could pop back up. But we gave up on Koosh because the glue sucked.
Yep.
And then Gen 2 Koosh hit the internet, and I know everyone loves them, and we never went back.
Yeah, we never.
So plus you can get FVJs on Amazon. Once they hit Prime, it was a wrap.
Yeah, you know.
We have We have an upcoming non-burn event that will be shrouded in secrecy and mysticism for now. That we're not going to do. The event holder is not going to allow FVJs.
Yes.
So Koosh then now becomes the default dart if you want accuracy, and I will not play like a peasant and use elites on my first run. So that is stop happening. Sorry, poo. So I went out and got us some Gen 2, 500 Gen 2 Koosh darts.
All right.
And took a few packages out to do some test firing through a few blasters. Man, they've definitely fixed the glue.
Nice.
Solid. And I'm going to have to spend some time doing a side-by-side Pat. I know it's been a while since anyone's seen Pat. I got to do a side-by-side with FVJs. I suspect that FVJs are slightly more accurate, but I don't know if it's enough because all the safety concerns are gone. The darts are super solid. They shoot super straight like they used to. Flight path is great. So now I'm like, ooh, do I switch back and just do it the delayed shipping and just be more of a preparation person? We were talking about, we were discussing how FVJs have kind of mucked up the game a little bit for Burn slightly. A little bit of mucking up going on.
Yes, there is some mucking. And it's not
definitely.
It's no fault of the dart, really, though.
Well, yeah, it's never a fault of the dart.
Well, no, hold on. When you say that the original Koosh mucked up the game, it was the fault of the dart because they would fall apart and jam blasters.
Yeah, that's true, but it was still the users that brought them. It's always
the mucking up of FVJs is not due to a faulty dart in any way. Is all I'm saying.
No,
it's other things. It's not safety.
I guess it's still technically the dart's fault because the mucking up is performance based.
No, it's definitely 100% people's fault. Like there is nothing you can do about the original Koosh darts, like tips coming off in your blaster when you fire.
It's true. Oh, I missed that.
And then like you have a jam on field and it just kind of that mucks up the game. But yeah, now we're getting mucked up for a whole different reason, and it is 100% based on people.
And I know you've considered switching to one of the off-brand darts for the dart bin at some point, just
Right.
because it's cheaper and easier, and everyone likes them anyway. Koosh might do the work, do the trick.
It could be a good go-between. We'll have to test it out because I still have concerns for full stock blasters, and
Yep.
we have some players that run those on the regular. That the whole point is I want people to be able to come and have fun without worrying about needing to mod and know a ton of stuff about Nerf. It's that sort of introductory. But people who want to be hardcore can show up and do their thing.
Yep. Definitely a good dart.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely interested in doing some more testing. So, yeah, darts. There was actually one other blaster that we didn't get to check out, but has dropped, and that is the what is it called here? The Brute Spike, the Boomco Halo.
Oh, well,
Brute Spike.
There's a reason we didn't. Well, so even if it was out, even if it's Boomco, so let's.
I mean, yeah, it's very possible that we wouldn't have checked it out at all.
But it looks awesome.
It does look awesome, though.
It's super big. Super big.
Yes, and you know what? The big Boomco blasters I actually enjoy checking out. And here's the thing. Boomco isn't terrible. I don't hate Boomco by any means. Every time I've fired Boomco stuff, it's been fun. And it's been like interesting. Like the little whip blast thingy that they had, the shot, all that stuff is like, it's really cool and it's a lot of fun. It just can't compete on our field because like you're running out of ammo so often, and just the way that we play games, like it doesn't work out. That's not to say that that they're bad blasters. And the bigger they are, the more fun I have with them. Like
some of them look cool.
Like the Needler was awesome, but the rest of the Halo line was junk because it was all tiny. This is big. That makes it awesome.
I'm going to say, in my opinion, if they were, I don't think the ammo thing is as much. I think the ammo thing is the result of a different problem. I don't think performance-wise. Here's my thing. If they worked as good or better than Nerf, because people would run them like Rival.
That's true. There is a lot of Rival that shows up on our field.
Rival they never seem to run out of ammo.
That's true.
Enough of them run it to where it's a real thing. So, I just think Boomco for performance. And although, another shout out to Wallcom, he did show you could skip it. A modded Boomco dart will 100%, if you shoot it straight down into a pool of water, it will totally ricochet back up.
That's awesome. That's
oh my God, it was
awesome.
the coolest freaking. I was like, oh, that is like the one neat thing about Boomco. Good job, Boomco.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Boomco has some stuff going for it. I don't know. I can't put.
Hey, they are 1,000% better with licensed IPs than Hasbro is, even though Hasbro has probably better licensed IPs to pull from. But they're just Boomco better at it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's not even.
They're way better at it. They're just flat out. They came out the gates better than Hasbro's ever been.
Yes, I 100% agree.
I said something positive about Boomco. Booyah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just can't quite put my finger on exactly what it is as to why it doesn't. Just doesn't like because the performance stock is better for the most part.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it's because we get a lot of mod. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, but I've had Boomco stuff on hand and still reached for the Nerf stuff.
I mean, I've seen people run Boomco stuff with plenty of ammo and
they get wrecked. Yeah, they get wrecked. It's not even
If this Brute Spike, I wonder if I can transport a Nerf blaster inside of it. It looks that awesome to where I'm like, I wonder if I could find a way to fit a hammer shot inside this thing somehow.
Right.
Just run it because it looks sick. Aesthetically, it's big, it's bad. I wonder if the blade's foam on the bottom. I didn't watch the review yet, so hopefully the blades.
I don't think so, but if it is, that would be amazing.
Yeah, if it's not foam, then it has to be replaced with a foam one. Because I don't know why you would put a plastic blade on, but looks awesome. And cosplayers are gonna be like, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of cosplay, that is probably one of the other like largest non-Nerf, but will eventually be Nerf related things that has happened since our last podcast, and that is Overwatch. Overwatch came out.
Oh,
that thing is going to be super cosplayed. Don't worry. Hold on. Before the haters start, I have it on PC too. That was a birthday gift. I have it on both, and I don't own a PS4, so sorry. People are like, "You're a scrub. Playing on Xbox." Yeah, people I know play on Xbox. Deal with it. I play on PC too. I'm not good.
Have you played yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I played it. It's a lot of fun. I love it. It's like TF2 with more classes, like more class-based people.
I gotta download it next week.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, I'm in no way like a super gamer or anything, and I suck at FPSs.
Me too.
But it's just fun. It's a lot of fun, and that'll probably be the game that I will continue playing until Gears of War 4 comes out, which is really what I'm excited for because I love Gears of War. I love Horde mode. That's all I care about. Horde mode. Also chainsaws on guns. But anyway, my point being, like half of those things in that game look like Nerf blasters, just straight up already. Like, oh, okay, add a couple of things and you're done. There was like, oh, it's too far away. Forget it. But like, there's a blaster that right on the back. So right on the back, because looking, there's just this blue blaster with a white stripe, or I guess it's a gun. Sorry, I say blaster because I'm so used to it. But on the back, there's just a dude with a gun and a white stripe, and I think it's Soldier 76 because it's from his perspective. And I'm like, oh, that's a Nerf blaster. That's happening for sure. Like people are just gonna go wild with that, and probably Boomco too. They'll probably find some Boomcos to adapt. But yeah, it'll be cool. Interesting.
Speaking of cosplay, quick shout out to Cody Buckskin cosplay in Sacramento Comic-Con right now. Keeping it real for the Buckskin Nation.
Cody, doing your thing. Yes. So cosplay stuff. Actually, there'll be good cosplay stuff for him because they're coming out with that big Nerf Rebel bow with like the giant arrows this time.
Oh yeah. That's going to be. You know what's funny? I feel like we saw something like that at one of the cons like 4 years ago. Remember they had like an archery range set up? Yes, they did, and I don't remember what they were using. If it was just but there's basically a big game of tag. It's on someone's YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Like the big buffer arrows.
Yeah, with the big buffer arrows.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like primitive Nerf. This is awesome.
Yeah, it actually looks really cool. I mean,
it does look really cool. It looks super cool.
I would totally give it a shot if it were anywhere by me, but it is not. Sadly, it is not.
It's not. Just like Whirly Ball, it's not close enough.
I want to try Whirly Ball.
Oh my God, you got to try Whirly Ball.
I know.
Not that this is Nerf related. Whirly Ball is God's gift to amazing.
Oh man!
If you don't know what Whirly Ball is, go look it up. But it involves a handheld, like a little highlight scoop, a wiffle ball, a basketball backboard with no basketball net or rim, and a bumper car. Yeah,
see, that's just a recipe for amazing.
And every Whirly Ball place has a bar because performance enhancers are sold on site and they are alcohol.
Yes.
Whirly Ball's amazing. I don't know how you're gonna play it because you gotta reach down a lot, you gotta scoop things, but you could definitely you could be like the sneaky Whirly Ball player.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's so much they have one in Sacramento. Like if we ever go up there for a con, we're totally going to the Whirly Ball place.
I was gonna say they have some cons in Sacramento that I've been thinking about going to. So
there's one going this weekend.
There is one going this weekend. Wizard World Sac, I believe. Yeah,
Wizard World Sac this weekend.
There's SacCon, Sac Anime. There's a couple other ones that are smaller.
Put Sac in front of anything, and it's amazing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sacagawea.
Yeah, it works out. Solid on money. Yeah, so hopefully these will be coming to you regular once again. Sorry for the like I said, the skipping, but we'll see. We might have to start, like I said, spacing these out to maybe once a month instead of once every 2 weeks if there's just nothing really amazing to talk about. But they'll come out when they come out. We're gonna keep trying. Even if it's not these.
Last shout out.
Yeah, shout outs.
Get on Reddit. Right now they're doing the Merge Masters contest.
Oh yeah.
And there's a couple really sick ones.
Hit that issue.
Nobicon has it. Nobicon has an entry.
Yeah.
I think it's the OF Striketron, but I want to keep calling it the OG Striketron. But I think it's the OF Striketron. That's one. Give them a vote.
Yeah, that thing is amazing too.
Hawkeye 007 has a integration that cannot be described in mere words. You just have to go see it to believe it. It is the coolest. He's the dude that casts the strife parts in clear plastic or any other colored plastic you may want. It's got LED lights. It's white. It's absolutely flawless integration. Like, it's just an amazing blaster. So check out Merge Masters. That's going on Reddit right now. Make sure you vote for the ones you like. It may be. I don't think it's over yet. I think it's still going on.
Nice.
Vote for the ones you like. It's cool to see everyone participating.
It really is.
Good job on our Nerf community for putting out these cool contests for Merge Masters and stuff like that.
Yeah, the contests have been really cool. They've been helping bring the community together a lot. So a big shout out to the mods there.
And then I think NVZ is next weekend.
I believe so. Yeah. Next weekend.
Every time I talk to someone, I say, "Is NVZ this weekend?" And it's become a running joke. But I think I'm finally going to get it right next week when I ask that question.
Yes.
So Nation vs. Zombies is coming out at the Nation vs. Zombies game. They're going to announce next year's site.
Yes.
Hint, Josh.
Got it. Yeah, because they could totally play.
Maybe we can go this time.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if it's someplace close, I'm down. I just, we kind of already had a big trip and paid to fly somewhere, and that was not going to happen again this year in such a short amount of time.
Maybe it could be like Texas. We could do a road trip.
Yeah, see, I'm down for that. If it's close enough, I can definitely get time off and do things, but we'll see. I'm excited.
Yeah, Nation vs. Zombies. I'm sure you'll see a ton of footage. See how it sounds like it's going to be pretty sick.
It looks pretty dope. But yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. And game for us has not been announced as of yet because I am going on a work trip and have to get all the details. So as soon as I know when and I'll be back, there will be something up for people. Sorry, I'll try to get you as much notice as I can. But hey, that's the way it is. If you don't like it, you can always run your own game too. But yeah, Nobicon's got stuff. Actually, Nobicon's stuff is happening while we're recording this. So
yeah, they're playing twice a month now.
Or no, actually, I'm sorry. It's not while we're recording this. It's tomorrow after we're recording this. But that happens to be Father's Day.
They play twice a month.
They're supposed to be doing twice a month, 118 and up and one all ages. So that's cool. And then Sang, the San Jose Nerf meetup guys, they're doing a game. I don't remember when. It's all on our calendar. Go check it out. As always. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all of the comments and the love. We appreciate it. Keep asking questions, and we love talking with you guys in the comments or making videos that you suggest. So thanks so much for the interactions. And yeah, that's it. Anything from you? B.F.U.
I got nothing.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy tagging.
Tagging.
Tag. Later, y'all.